So our next speaker is going to be Mbako, who is the head of operations at Diverse and Equal. She is working to open up Greater Manchester's booming tech sector to people from underrepresented backgrounds, changing careers and lifting the lid on tech. So Annie, there you are. Over to you.
Welcome, Annie.
Hello, welcome. Welcome, fellow upfront bonders. I want to ask a couple of questions just to get started. Give me some plus ones in the chat. How many people here have changed careers? Just very quickly. Oh, loads of you. How many people here know somebody who changed careers? I bet that's almost everybody, if not everybody. There's some stat out there that says the people that change careers, on average, they do it between 5 to 7 times. And yet it's so scary. I'm one of them. So I'm here to talk to you, tell you about myself, how I'm involved in helping people to change careers, and why tech is one of the best places to do that, to help you switch. So let me set the scene for you. When I was younger, I wanted to be a doctor, and then I wanted to be a CSI. So I went to uni to study biomedical sciences. My parents are in the field of medicine. I have loads of family who are medics, paramedics, you name it. So I thought, that's me. Then I got into the lab and I discovered that's not me. And then I graduated at the time of the first recession. So banks were one of the few places that were dishing out jobs. And I jumped into financial services. And then while I was there, I got involved in doing diversity, equity, and inclusion work, as it's known now. And then a few years ago, I could see that things were happening in the tech scene in Manchester. I wasn't really getting involved. So I decided to jump into tech and digital. And that's where I am today. So part of my talk today is really a shameless plug to drag you into this fantastic world of mine. I'm going to tell you why, don't worry. Most people, when they want to move careers, they're motivated by lots of things, like I was. You want more flexibility, you're feeling a bit of burnout, you want more money, you need a new challenge because you're bored of where you are. You want more recognition because, let's face it, nobody's promoting you, nobody's giving you the attention that you deserve. You're just not getting anything that you need. It could be a whole mixture of things. Each time that I felt I needed to move, whether it's from that healthcare, medical background at school, whether it was from financial services, I felt all of these things all at once. And I bet many people do as well. The thing I learned the hard way, actually, is that playing it safe was the riskiest choice of all. Each time I stayed somewhere and just continued, whether it was studying, fooling myself that the salary was great or the opportunities were great, it just ate away at my soul. And I know that there's loads of people out there who are scared to jump from one career to another because for most of us, it's still not the norm. For most of us, it's still an unusual thing. Within the tech industry, what I discovered, and the reason why I'm here to kind of evangelize about it all, is that there's so many great opportunities within tech, within digital. For a start, the tech industry, if any of you haven't noticed, was one of the only industries that's growing and continue to grow faster than the economy. It's one of the only industries that throughout the last couple of years, while we've been going through this nightmare of a pandemic, it's actually flourished. People have gotten more jobs. And one of the reasons, or one of the biggest secrets that people don't know about the tech industry, is that you don't need to code. You don't need to be a mathematical genius. You don't need all of that. Let's talk about, for example, the smartwatch. I bet loads of you have got one. Somebody within the tech team needs to design the strap and make it comfortable for you. They need to know which materials to use. They need to know what kind of shape to make it, how to adjust it. Somebody needs to design the screen. They need to decide, whether the screen's going to be round, is it going to be squared, is it going to have curved edges, is it going to have sharp edges? Somebody else needs to decide and find out, actually, what are people who are going to buy this watch? What do they want to know? Of course, they're going to want to know the time, but will they want, for example, to track their exercise? Will they want to track the heartbeat? Will you want to track, when your periods come and go? Will you want to track where your children are? Will you want it to replace your phone when you answer it? All of those roles are needed within tech and digital, but barely anybody talks about them. So within tech teams, some of you might know, but you need designers who are actually going to look at the product or the service and make sure that it's good, that it works well. You need researchers who are going to go and speak to the people or the companies that use the technology and make sure that it's actually something that they want to do before you go and spend your money on it. And then also you need people who are going to bridge between the technology, the building, and the business. They need to make sure that enough money is being poured into this, that it makes business sense to produce the product or the service. All of those roles can be done by so many different people, and none of it requires coding. At Diverse and Equal, we've got a social enterprise called Diverse Tech. And what we do there is that we help people from underrepresented backgrounds get into the industry. So we've got a community of career changers, parents, carers, whether it's people who've got just a high school diploma or they've got PhDs and MBAs, people who've got experience in education, health, finance, and construction, people who've got disabilities, people who are able-bodied. All our focus is on people. Technology is about people, and that's what we care about the most. It's people. So you'll notice that I mentioned a variety of different people, different walks of backgrounds who are in our community, because that's who we welcome, and that's the kind of people who we want to see in the tech industry. Everything that you've done, or you may have done previously in your work, in your life, even in your home life, taking care of whoever it is that you take care of, all your transferable skills and your knowledge are key. They're valued. So my key message today is, if you've got something in the back of your head and you're thinking, oh my goodness, I want to change careers, I really want to make something better of my life, but you have nowhere to go, check out the links. Check out the links on our website, and we encourage you to come into the tech industry, but we also have links to other places, because the tech industry really, really needs people like you. It needs people like you in this audience. It needs people who you know. We need to make it more diverse so it's actually more useful to the rest of the world. Thank you. I'm going to hand back to Lauren and Hayley and the rest of the team.
We're all like, where do we apply? Can you be our new boss, Annie? That was brilliant. Thank you. So much love for what you've shared in the chat. And I think a lot of people who might not necessarily be moving into tech, but thinking of changing careers or focus, very timely for them.
Mm-hmm. What is if there was someone who's in the chat and part of this event today, and there was one step that they could take, what was the first step that you'd recommend that they take to make that move?
I would say follow us or follow me and come to our taster sessions. Our taster sessions are a workshop. It's very short, but it gets you from the point of, yes, I want to do this, or no, I don't. And that's an easy investment to make. It's very quick, and it won't cost you anything. And I guarantee you'll have fun and you'll learn something new. I'm in the taster sessions. I always lead them, and I'm always with a pro who knows what they're doing, or they do the job every day. But yeah, that's the best place to go, is to try and actually do it, because I could tell you about all sorts of blogs and loads of things that you can read online, but you're never going to know if you don't give it a go. So our taster sessions, really tiny investment, just show up, give it a go. No one's forcing you. After that, you can go or you can join us.
Yeah, and Annie will be there, and it's free. Like, there's no reason to say no. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Annie.